Welcome back to Mornings Live with Keith, John, and friends, your live morning accountability partner, your dose of daily motivation, and yes, your favorite R, maybe X-rated experience where men get real talk, entertaining conversations that help them get to start for the day, sometimes get them out of bed. What the hell did I just say? Not too sure. Hey, the handsome chief is here. If you have kids in the room, I would invite you to get them out. Yeah, because we might offend them along the way. And hey, if you're new to the show, Mike Sullivan's not new to the show. Brandon Jensen's not new to the show. Good morning, Brandon. Good morning, Sully. Good morning, Good Time. Good morning, Bernard. Hey, if you're not new to the show, buckle up, sit down, get ready. We're going to have some fun with Keith, John, and Marty this morning on Mornings Live with Keith, John, and friends. And hey, let's get into the chaos. We're going to kick it off with a look into breaking and current conversations. Yep, we're going to have a chat about it with Sterling and Preston. Hey, Sora 2 was launched in the last few hours. Marty, I sent you an invite. It's on your phone. Johnny, I sent you an invite. It's on your phone. We're going to have some play with it this morning. We're going to have a little play with the world of AI, slop, and Sora. Yeah, I just made my first video this morning. We're going to see what AI-generated Keith looks like. Maybe we'll stick Marty's head in it too, and we'll stick Johnny's head in it too. Yeah, we're going to look about some photobombing. And hey, you can't script some level of bizarre, but it does make you wonder if we're all just one headline away from losing it. Yep, true story. Hey, listen, today's deep dive conversation matters. With so much chaos happening around us, the small things that ground us can help us survive. And guys, in the morning loop, we're going to talk about neck size. Yeah, we are going to talk neck size today with myself, John, and Marty. That'll be a fun conversation coming up, Brandon Jensen. Center stage, 18 little hacks that people swear everyone should try. You see, we're going to get after that one. Hey, guys, stick with us hour two. Spotlight is on you and your mindset. We're going to dive deep into the simple pleasures that keep us sane, uncover the 8 foods quietly wrecking us, and explore an after-action review can turn failures into fuel and finish strong in the community corner. But first, guys, grab that coffee, check your neck. Let's get into it. Sterling Preston, good morning, fellas. The morning loop, it starts right now.
Morning, nation. Keith, John, good to see you. Crew, community, glad you made it back. Let's wake this room up.
John, that green shirt yesterday, bold choice.
We almost filed a missing host report.
Bernard, that morning freak show comment stuck with us.
We accept. Who doesn't enjoy artfully arranged chaos?
Marty, we hear you're the big dog who grants on-air clearance.
Keep stamping those passes, dude.
And Lady Drew, humorous at times, huh? We'll take it times until always shows up. Keep us honest.
John, as for yesterday's culinary stories, consider us pro-choice. Coffee or coffee?
You had to bring that up, huh? All right, nation. Notes ready? Mine's open. Let's get after this day. Keith, back to you.
As you know how this works. You guys can join the conversation live with us right now. The Mornings in the Lab community is open. The vertical feeds are open. The horizontal feeds are open. We got the folks chitter-chattering, getting after it. And, of course, the phone lines are going to be open in the second hour. 431-300-3005. And if you're joining the show with us on demand, well, you're missing the live ridiculous craziness that happens every single morning, 8 o'clock Eastern time, live with myself, that man over there, Marty, and the guy over there, Johnny. What's shaking, brother? How are you today? See Marty fit?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm awesome. I sent you an invite. We're going to have some fun this morning with Sora.
Did you just send it?
Yes, on your phone right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm actually playing it right now myself. I'm playing with Sora, not myself. I'm playing with Sora myself for the first time. Oh, here it is. There it is. Look at that. I got Johnny. I sent you one as well, brother. So we're going to do a little bit of teaching here today.
I saw that.
Oh, there you go. There's Mr. Billis there. He's doing a little bit of made by AI. They took a video of my head, and now it's got some ridiculous video of it. Let's just see. We're going to post the video and see what happens. Yeah, there we go. So we're learning the new world of not social media.
This is crazy.
Mr. Anderson, how was your lift yesterday, brother? I know you had a big one yesterday. You were excited to get to it. How did it go?
You know, at the time,
Yeah.
it seemed a little lackluster.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Was I wrong about that? I'm feeling that motherfucker today. Holy
Oh,
shit.
it's funny how you say that, because sometimes you're going through something and you're like, it's not really feeling it. And then you don't realize it until later, right?
Right at the tail end. Like, I think I got it better than I thought I did. Right at the tail. I guess I said, I guess I'll find out tomorrow, later today. Later in the day, I definitely started to feel a little bit. This morning, I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I got it. I got the job done.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I got to tell you about it. So Lauren's getting her big lift in here right now. And today I didn't lift. Today was just more of a rest recovery, a little bit of cardio, some stretching. Telling you guys, when she's lifting, I got to pull back because I want to go do my lift. It's that energy that drags you in. She's getting after it hard. And I'm like, well, I can go get after it hard today, but I'm not going to do it, Johnny. Not going to do it today. Hold myself back here. Going to hold myself back.
Sometimes the discipline is know when to say no.
That's exactly it. All right, well, listen, hey, we got a bunch of things to put on the counter here today to talk about. I want to talk Sora too. I want to talk. Guys, I'm in teaching mode today. YouTube collaborations also launched. That has massive impacts on you, John Anderson, you, Christopher Martin, me, Keith Billis, and everybody listening to this channel right now. So, guys, let's get to the Sterling, Preston. Let's get to the conversation desk. Let's see what's happening today. Let's get into the big conversation with the boys here.
Did you know your neck size can flag health issues?
Yeah, it's true. We'll break down what it all means.
Got 18 tiny hacks you can actually stick with?
Yep.
Pick 2 or 3 today, you'll feel the momentum.
One simple pleasure can steady your whole day.
Yeah. Costs nothing. We'll show you how to build it in.
There are 8 foods most men should rethink.
No panic, just smarter swaps you can start today.
Run an after-action review tonight.
4 questions give clarity for fitness, work, relationships. Keith, John, back to you in the studio.
Yeah. See you at the conversation desk, fellas.
All right, guys, so listen. Woke up this morning. The new Sora app is on our phones. So I sent an invite to you, Marty. Sent an invite to you, Johnny. What does it mean? Well, it means that we have a new app, and the world is now moving into a world of AI-generated slop. So how does it work? We create a picture of your head, your face. You create your likeness, and then you can allow others to create videos with your likeness. So Marty, for example, you could make videos. If I approve, you can make videos of my head anywhere on the planet. John, you too, and then vice versa. Or you can. And here's what's crazy, man. And here's kind of some of the percolating news that I read about this morning. Like you can make South Park content, Simpsons content. People are making a lot of crazy stuff that. And here's what people often don't think about when it comes to raising money with some of these game-changing companies. Like OpenAI has raised gazillions of dollars, not because they need to market the thing. Well, obviously because they need to market the thing, but because of all the impending lawsuits that are just around the corner. So all the major studios are going to knock on their door and say, you've made this platform using our content, so we want a cut of it. And John, we've been around long enough to know how law works. You need precedent in order to set a law, right? So it's the same thing with Uber. When Uber came out, they raised so much money because they were about to go and disrupt the entire transportation industry that everybody in every state and every city wanted to sue them, so they had to set precedent. The same thing is going to happen with this app and this content. Disney has already said we're out. In other words, they've said, we're not going to be part of this whole new world of creating AI content, but they're actually not out. It's about negotiating. It's about leverage. Anderson is about saying, well, no, we're not out. We're only out until you pay us. Right. Yeah. So I'm telling you guys, because I've been a nerdy guy. You guys know me, been around back to those ICUC days. This is game-changing app. This is like Twitter day one, X day one, Instagram day one. Marty, fucking lean into this. Johnny, lean into this today, right now, today, because those that aren't are going to be slowly percolating them, face their heads in there. If you get your head in there, John, your head in there, Marty, and get people creating content with your heads before others' heads, well, your heads are going to become more ubiquitous than somebody else's. Marty, the young buck, what are your thoughts?
No, this is dope. I'm sitting here trying to think about what I can do with it. I got some ideas up my sleeve. I won't share them yet.
Yeah.
But you make a good point. Like get on it now.
Right now.
A lot of times we get on stuff way too late. And
Yes.
It's like you missed the wave. So
yes. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. They didn't invest gazillions of dollars in this thing to fail. Think about that for a second, right? So they're playing in the world of absolutes as well. So, even if failure to them is 12 months or 18 months out, well, it's still 12 months, 18 months to get in, get after it, right? So, and be a leader at it. So, Brandon Jensen, it's called Sora. It's in the App Store. If you guys don't have access to it, send me a note and I'll send you guys private codes because I apparently got a code for it. So, but it was released. So there it is. It's available and it's equally available. And then the other thing that's equally important for our businesses is YouTube launched collaborations. So what does that mean? That means with a new setting, and I know I have access to a creator. I think it's a beta. I don't know, John, if you have or Marty, you have. John, I sent you an invite this morning as a collaborator. Marty, I'm going to send you one later as well. But what it means is that essentially it allows us to quote unquote collaborate on a video. So after a video is made, it tells YouTube that Marty is in the video and he has access to collaborate on it. John's in the video, has access to collaborate on it. But most importantly, it shares the video with our audiences. So it's kind of
it's just like the Instagram.
Exactly like tagging. Yep, it's exactly it. So YouTube added that, and I think it's going to be a game changer for some of the small channels and some of the folks that want to get exposed.
But social media, man, is changing fast.
Yes.
And one of the things that I just am coming to grips with is that, because I stand for personal empowerment.
Yes.
I stand for, break the rules. I'm very vocal about this shit.
Yes.
And it's become very, very apparent to me, even with peptides, right? This is all stuff that you could say is, because this, peptides is kind of taking it's like positioning yourself against one of the biggest powers on the planet.
Yes.
In terms of big pharma. So check this out. Yesterday, it was made ultimately clear that community guidelines in social media, that we're made to believe that that's still, guidelines of what's going to upset people or offend people, yada, yada, right? Those community guidelines is about the establishment.
Say that again. You broke up there. About the establishment?
Yeah, it's
not 100%.
Yeah, and so it's like it's crazy. I mean, it's like between other friends that I have that do what I do, and I'm now getting posts pulled down where I'm talking about literally break the rules, not the laws. Personal empowerment, no talk of anything. It's just like it's unbelievable. It's just like so.
Well, so Sean, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm glad you're bringing this up because I saw, yesterday that like the FDA is not sending letters out to folks that are talking about research, talking about some of the stuff in the world of peptides, which is because it's all against what the big pharma companies don't want you guys talking about.
Well, and it's not just peptides. It's about, social media is promoting walking zombies.
Yeah.
People that stay inside the system. They don't want to promote people getting out of the system. It's a mass way to communicate. So I'm kind of coming to the grips with the fact that, hey, 10 years, social media, we're going to be like so censored. My message is not going to be, I'm not going to be able to get it out there. So I'm taking the steps right now. Like obviously I have a YouTube channel. I'm creating the basically the twin rumble, right? Which is, they don't censor that shit. You can pretty much say what you want unless you're doing something that's just terribly wrong.
Yes.
You got to bring laws there, not community standards or community guidelines.
Yeah, there's certainly a dance. There's certainly a dance. There's certainly a dance with how far you can go.
Yeah, and then I'm going as far as too. You'll be proud of me here, brother. I'm actually going as far as to create it. So it's basically like, I guess I don't even know what I would call it. It's my tech guy. He's the guy. It's a different guy than Ben. It's a totally different guy coming on this. It's basically like you could call it an app, but it's got a bot. It'll market itself. It creates a community. It's got messaging. So it's almost like my own version, my own little universe of social media. That makes sense, but it's completely uncensored because it's me.
Well, so what you're talking about is actually what the world's been talking about, John, for the last couple of years. With all respect, it's moving to communities, and it's easy to see. It's really easy for me to see, frankly, because the world of social is it's not social. It's passive consumption. It's passive consumption of TikTok, of YouTube Shorts, now of Sora. Yes, we create content for it, but it's just to contribute to the algorithm. The true social is in community now, in this Mornings in the Lab community, where Tom Ritchie's here, where Mike McQuillan's here. We can go back and forth and build trust, to build authority, and build authenticity. And if we want, put up a gate, right? So our morning show is free, but what YouTube is now, so YouTube just launched so YouTube's done two things, actually. So I'll give credit to YouTube. With the new changes in, and I want to be careful with how I'm speaking because our content got flagged yesterday by YouTube because of the conversations yesterday.
Brother, that's what I mean.
Conversation.
I know. I'm just
saying it's like, because I was going to say, dude, we stand for the same shit. We talk about it all the time.
Yes, I know.
From what I'm understanding, Instagram is just leading the fucking way. All these other ones are falling in line.
Well, so YouTube yesterday sat back and said we're paying out a bunch of money to folks that were improperly banned off the platform years ago and were quote unquote censored. So YouTube's stepping back that a little bit. YouTube also has been stepping back their comments around what you can and cannot say in the first few seconds, right? So before, you weren't allowed to swear about certain things. Now they're loosening the rules of that. So there's no question that the platform is loosening up. However, still a massive dance. What you cannot say. Again, I want to be cryptic. We talked a little bit about what was happening in where you live, Marty, with what's happening down the hallway there, and YouTube picked up on it. And when I posted our morning,
it's fucking crazy, dude. It's crazy.
When I posted it yesterday, it was and I wanted to promote it. It said you can't promote it because it might have flagged that thing that you do when you try to get people you vote. I'm just trying to be cryptic with my words so it doesn't, because it reads it reads the
could have been my fault. Sorry.
No, it reads the transcripts, right? So don't kid yourself. It sees the transcript. So if you don't think it knows what you're talking about, you're fucking wrong, because the word it sees, and you're like, it goes, you're using that word, flag. Use the word again, flag. Hence, man with orange hair, right? So it's just a delicate dance, but it's community, Johnny. It's getting people to a community locked behind a paywall, and Substack is great for that. That's why Substack has done so well, because you own everything.
And so think about like us. We built this thing, this really cool thing on a platform that slowly it's basically like a boa constrictor.
I don't fully agree. I think that we have the ability to play within the rules to a certain extent and then keep expanding them, right? So I agree to a certain percent, John, but I do think that, because here's the reality, right, is that if you want to be on the biggest platform in the entire world, it's YouTube. It is what it is. It's the biggest television network in the world, right? So if you want to get your reach, that's where you got to start. And then if you want to pull that reach back and start building guardrails around your community, that to me is the approach. You go out into the social networks, you find your tribe, you bring them to your community, and then you lock them in. Not lock them in, but you bring them into your ecosystem, right? So, John, you might find somebody on X, you might find somebody on Rumble. They're like, I like John's message. They come over and hang out with us in the Mornings in the Lab community, or they come over to John Anderson's page or Marty's page, right? But it's finding folks and then bringing the real humans back into our networks.
And when you say play by the rule or play, you got to kind of dance.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, 5 years ago, I could breathe like I normally like to breathe. Nice deep breaths.
Yes.
Today, I've got to take twice the amount of shallow breaths to survive. That's the game we're going to be playing.
No question.
And pretty soon, those breath. There's going to be too many short breaths. We're going to fucking hyperventilate, and you're going to pass out.
Yeah. No, it's again. You've heard me say it before. That's why the world of social it's hard to dabble anymore. Like, it's a full-time game to get noticed, to get mentioned, to get found. Marty.
Yeah, I just wanted to add. I know you guys aren't in the TikTok world like I am. You know, I'm a little younger
Yeah.
than you all. But on TikTok, let's say I'm talking
You know,
about fitness.
I got a TikTok with almost 150, brother.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I never
Yeah.
heard you mention it, so I didn't even know. But let's, on TikTok, let's say I'm talking about fitness or self-improvement or something. Someone can come in the comments and say whatever. They can call me all types of names when they're going against fitness. But if I say one thing back, I can say, makes 0 sense. That's what I said yesterday to somebody. Makes 0 sense. I get flagged. You don't even have to say anything offensive now. And
Dude,
just
one of
depending on what
my
you're talking
buddies
about.
that does business on TikTok, he just got banned for doing ads until 2030.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, and to figure out how it happened is like, it's a fucking mystery,
I need to run and get a battery pack. You guys keep going. Jimmy, take me off stage. Let these guys keep going. I'm going to get a battery pack. Be right back.
So what did he do? Schedule the ads?
What's that?
He basically scheduled the ads until 2030?
He can't do an ad, period. They locked him out.
Oh, he's locked out until 2030.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So I'm just realizing, hey, this is the game that's, this is, as Keith called this, the dance. Well, now's the time to start planting the seeds. Like I love YouTube. I think it's great. But at a certain point, I think people are going to be leaving YouTube trying to get to a place where they can actually creators where they can say what they want to say. And then people are going to go and, I think people are going to follow when they want to hear certain shit. They're going to follow.
So you're trying to create a platform, basically, is what you were saying.
Well, step one is Rumble. I'm creating a Rumble, which is basically
okay.
It's just another YouTube they're running side by side, but I don't have to worry about anything.
Well, I actually have a Rumble. I'm glad you're kicking me in the ass right now because I probably need to get over
dude,
it.
everything you post to YouTube, post there too.
Okay.
I'll
do that.
Yeah, and so, but I mean, it's just kind of a bummer. Just kind of like, I mean, I knew that this was coming, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, I totally get like the talking about, peptides and stuff like that, because that goes against what they're trying, whatever, that's a major power. But all of a sudden now, personal improvement, it's getting taken down. Like, whoa.
So Johnny, I want to play with you a little bit here. So I hear your approach on Rumble, but I'm just going to offer this to you. Don't get distracted. Because you'd say
there's no distraction. It's just, okay, instead of posting once, we're going to post twice.
Yeah, 100%. So if you're going to make it an easy part of your workflow, yes.
It's created, right? It's already created. Now every time something, instead of posting to YouTube every day, now it's going to both every day.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Brandon Jensen, Rumble is essentially an unfiltered YouTube platform, and I'll be frank, it's conspiracy theories, it's craziness, it's X, even more unfiltered.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'll tell you, John. Actually, if I was to make a recommendation, brother, I would push X over Rumble. X is a platform you can upload on X. You can X is the same as YouTube. You can upload your videos on X. You can build everything on X. Like I would lean as much into X if I had a choice.
We got X too. X is rolling. We got that too. Yes. But it's obviously it's nobody's going to watch a 35, 40-minute video. They go to one of these platforms.
No, actually, I respectfully disagree with you. No, you're wrong.
They watch this stream on X and my streams too.
Yeah, Lex Friedman stuff, like the MIT guy and Huberman stuff is all on X. Like it's not uncommon. I'll watch a Lex Friedman 2-hour post on X.
Full length.
Yeah. X is actually YouTube and Rumble, Johnny. It's actually like there's a whole video. Like it's not yesterday's Twitter. It's full length articles. It's if you had a choice between I only got 30 seconds to post somewhere, I would choose X over Rumble. And I'm not saying don't go to Rumble. I'm just saying that you only have so much time. X to me would be one that you would want to.
I'm actually sending a quick text to my guy. We're just going to add this to the list.
Yeah, 100%.
So Keith, if you recommend, so I've been doing like a lot of gym vlogs, about
Yeah,
8
yeah,
to
yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
So you're saying I should throw those on X too, is what you're saying.
100%. Yeah, post them on X, like actually in like you actually posted, you create a page, and Marty, long articles too, eh? Like they have long articles there now, and I would because these platforms are now penalizing us to push people out. X doesn't want you to post a YouTube link in the feed to push you to YouTube. That's not what they want. X wants you to watch the video on their platform.
On X, yeah.
Right, because they're saying the moment you post the link to YouTube, it's going, oh, there's a flag to push somebody out. We're going to downgrade that. It's just logic, right? If you think about the real world, if you came into my building and you were standing there with a sign saying, come into Keith's building, but go to John's building, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't want Marty holding that sign inside of my building to send people to John's gym.
Makes sense.
Right? If you said, well, no, but I'm going to bring John to your gym and hang out here. I say, oh, yeah, okay, you can do that. Right. So I would, that's some places I would strongly. And the other thing I've heard too, guys, not heard, but I'm glad you guys are finding value in some of the shit I'm sharing with you. Threads, some rumors recently in the last few days, has been surpassing daily usage of X users.
But it's an Instagram thing though, correct?
Well, Threads is the X version of Meta, right? So you know, John, yeah, because you're on Threads. So yeah, so Threads is Meta's.
Mine's built to. It's going pretty good. It's up to 50,000.
Yeah. So, but
it's kind of like it's going to hit the same community guidelines.
The daily use. My point was the daily usage though on Threads is trending higher than X right now. So forgive me. We don't really give a shit what's trending high if you can't put out your content, correct? I think actually Threads and Instagram I think are actually pretty liberal with bunch of their stuff. I could be incorrect, but I think they've gotten pretty liberal.
So check this out. I'll be totally just straight up. One of my Instagram accounts got pulled down, completely gone.
Dude,
yeah, gone. Of course, I got it back. I got I maneuvered, did what I had to do. Got some inside hooks. Get it back. Once I get it back, I look at it. They removed 13 posts. About half of them were personal improvement.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm suspecting if you're. So again, I know that they're leaning heavy into some of the stuff that we have been talking about and you've been talking about, John, when it comes to the peptide world, especially when it comes to the words of research. And I know I love you, man, that you're leaning into personal improvement. That's fair. The problem is though, is that if you're linking personal improvement to some of the other stuff, that's where people are going, well, hold on a second.
Because I'm a dual offender now.
Yeah. Right. So there's so again, unfortunately, it's that dance, right? So, okay, since we're offering value, good morning, everybody. I see everybody's comments here. Marty, go after, buddy.
Real quick, Keith, do you notice a difference on the algorithms and Threads and Twitter? For your feed, for your timeline, what you see?
I do. Yes, I do. 100%. Now, admittedly, I have spent more time in the last little while in X than Threads. And it's so evident to me that it's like the olden days, Marty, you wouldn't recognize it, but the olden days when you woke up, I guess today you turn on CNN, it's left leaning, you turn on Fox, it's right leaning. Sorry, YouTube, I said those two bad words. But you go to Threads, you might be more left leaning. You go to X, it might be more right leaning. But I certainly will say that the content I find in X is more entertaining, more provocative, where Threads sometimes is sometimes a little bit too kumbaya.
Well, the way I see it is like this, is that we know that this whole thing is tightening. The dance floors, as you keep speaking of, the dance is getting smaller and smaller.
Yes. Yes.
So the way I see it is, I'll keep doing the dance, so to speak.
Yes.
But I'm going to create all of these other variations that allow me to continue to do what I want to do at the speed I want to do it. And that way, who knows? These guidelines, can be getting tighter to the point where it just kind of puts us in a position where we're not really able to put the content out that we feel is the most helpful to the masses. And then what? Versus, and I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow.
No,
But
no. We're
I can
seeing a
see
shift
I
over
can
the
see
next
this
10
coming.
years.
But
Yes.
you need years to get a whole new network up to speed. You know
Well,
what I mean?
dude, fuck. You're talking to a guy who built a social media company, became a ghost, left it all, and decided to restart from fucking scratch. So I hear you, man. I hear you. So, but I'll tell. There's a few things though that are quite, if we stay to the basic principles, right? And I'm glad Petrocelli says follow the money, right? So if you step back, it's hard. If you step back, I believe it's quite easy to see what the next 5 to 10 years looks like. Let me enlighten you guys for a few moments. So we're not probably going to have a world anymore where there's going to be like a Drake or a Taylor Swift or like an omnipresent type celeb or like human. More likely going to have these massive social circles, social silos, as Dave Meltzer calls them, that have like these principles that lead these social silos, right? That are kind of like these communities. So imagine the Mornings in the Lab community wake up one day, there's 100,000 members in our community, 100,000 people in our tribe. Maybe it's 1 million, maybe it's 2 million, but they're real humans. That's the difference from yesterday's world to today's world, right? Because yesterday's world, we know a lot of bots, a lot of fakery, a lot of manipulating. But now when you start building communities with paying members, it's real human beings exchanging. So instead of saying, okay, I have a network of 30 million followers, no, I got a paying community of 100,000 people that are in the Mornings in the Lab community. Right. So you can start. And then there's another, the John Anderson University community, there's another 100,000 people, but John's the leader of it. So we're going to wake up in the future with these silos of these of creators, right?
But my question is okay, because again, going back to, I've got buddies who had pretty fucking massive YouTube channels, and they had communities, and they like, one of them, his whole fucking income was built around his YouTube money.
Yes,
it was just, everything was so easy, so smooth. Everything starts fucking changing. Next thing you know, he's getting popped, getting snagged. His monetization gets fucking turned off. Still running ads on his shit, and then fucking poof, like a fucking fart in the wind, it's gone.
So this is why.
So my question is, this is my thing is, do I want to build a community on top of a platform that could just turn me off?
The quick answer, no.
If that's 100%. Like
however,
Patreon, I've never heard of any of them getting turned off in Patreon.
Well, but hold on, though, because here's the reality, though, right, guys, is that as long as we're playing in somebody else's sandbox, they have the keys.
100%, 100%.
Right? So
and you just got to play by their rules.
Yeah. So our job, though, is to be in enough sandboxes to get enough people back to our community. Hence why Substack has been on such explosive growth in the last 18 months. Because Substack is your own community, your own platform, your email addresses. If you decide to leave, you take your stuff and go somewhere else. You own the email. They can't turn you off. Well, they can, but it's essentially your stuff, right? It's so now, YouTube is moving that direction with community. It's back to the dance. It really is back to a dance. But I'll tell you guys, where my vision with this continues to go. And I haven't shared much of this publicly, but I will today. So when you buy a television set at Walmart or any store today, you turn it on, there's channels baked into the television set without even subscribing. They're called over the air. They're called fast channels, free ad supported channels. Nothing prevents us from launching a Mornings in the Lab channel that we own that sits on the television set. So when you go to Walmart, you buy your television, you turn it on, there's the Mornings in the Lab channel. Separate from YouTube, separate from Rumble, separate from everybody else, but the channel's there. But to get there, we got to start somewhere. We got to build the community.
100%.
But that, to me, 100%. John, is where you start going to our ownership thing, right? So back looking at you, you're like, no, I'm going to start a John Anderson channel that's about personal improvement. But the journey to get there is dollars and it's time. So the way you're going to get there is by doing it the way you're doing it right now.
Yeah, and I'm kind of looking at almost like investing.
Yes.
I've got real estate, I've got crypto, I've got precious metals. I mean, I've got, the list of my investments is I'm not in a position where if one of them turns over, my shit is upside down.
Yes.
So, it's kind of like just webbing out into all of these different things now is just a way of securing the future.
You remember, John, I think you met him. He was on with Marty and I, Steve Halford, What If channel, the What If guy. Did you meet him, Johnny? Remember, if you remember, he runs a big YouTube channel, big science YouTube channel. He's a friend of mine out of Toronto. So he built his entire business on the YouTube platform. And there was times during our investor meetings over the last few years where he's like, hey, the platform's changed, the algorithms changed, it's impacting our revenue. So he learned really quickly that he needed to diversify revenue streams because leaning on one pillar, as he called it, and I like the analogy, which was if it's a table and you got table legs, he's like, this one table leg right now, which is my YouTube revenue stream, is really getting impacted. I got to go find some revenue from this table leg.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The table needs to be able to stand.
Yes.
If one of the legs just gets pulled out of there.
Yeah. 100%. I'll share something else you guys has been major impact for me too. And I know you guys both have this. You might not even be aware of it. So I want to share with you. So Nation, ears up on this one. If you have ChatGPT on your phone, sorry, Jimmy, I'm way off script here right now. The conversation's just too awesome. Jimmy's just fucking, he's like, what's going on? I'm like, no, we're out here teaching right now. I do have something coming up here, guys. A parent suggested rubbing pee on a child's face for skincare. That's a conversation. We're going to get to that in a few moments. Yeah, true story. But hey, on your phone, there is an app that has gotten better that will help your world, John, and help your world, Marty, because you're in the world of content creation. Open up ChatGPT on your phone if you don't mind with me right now. And look on the left-hand side, you're going to see what's called Pulse. And I want you to open that up and get into the habit of checking it every day because it's going to start surfacing things you don't even know about based upon the stuff you've been doing and talking about with ChatGPT. Do you see it there?
Pulse?
Pulse.
I don't see it.
Maybe you need to upgrade your app. But it's on your mobile. It's on the left-hand side. It's on the left-hand side. And you'll see it looks like this here. Right there. Look on the screen there. Pulse.
It's missing that one.
I might need to update mine.
I have every one of them except for that.
Yeah, I would update because it's actually a game changer. Let me tell you why. Because all of my conversations and the stuff that I'm sharing with ChatGPT, it's surfacing. So when I get up in the morning, it's surfacing me things to do or for things to me be aware of that I've actually forgotten about. Or like I take a transcript from the show and it's like, hey, you, Marty, and John talked about this. You could create a short piece of content with this and it gives me everything to do. I just got to do it. Like it's quite powerful actually in terms of in the background doing things for you and then surfacing it for you to do it. If anything, it's funny because I said it to Melissa yesterday. People are complaining about losing jobs. I'm actually going to have to, because of AI, I'm going to have to hire somebody just to take on all the additional tasks it's giving me for things to do. It's like, hey, you could do this. You could do this. You could do this. You should do this. I'm like, I don't have all the time to do this because there's nobody here to do it. But it's awesome. It is awesome. So,
hey, in this little transition, I got to take a dump.
Perfect. Let's do it. So, Jimmy, let's do a transition. Let's send Johnny out to the restroom. We'll do a quick transition, and we'll come back and talk. Parents suggested rubbing pee on a child's face for skincare. This morning on Mornings in Alive with Keith, John, and friends. Jimmy, do you got a transition to play here, brother?
A parenting group said morning urine is a natural face treatment for kids.
It went viral. We checked the facts.
Urine is not reliably sterile once it leaves the body.
Yeah. It can carry bacteria and irritants, especially on young skin.
Yes, we live in a time where we have to say this out loud.
Just because it's trendy doesn't mean it's a green light, parents. Use lukewarm water and a fragrance-free moisturizer. Add mineral sunscreen outside and call a pediatrician if it gets worse. Keith, John, how should parents sort good advice from viral noise?
Good morning, nation. Hanging out with Keith, John, and Marty. We're having a big conversation about tech and how the world's changing here on the Morning Loop. We're a little behind schedule, but that is okay. Marty, could you imagine if your mom said to you, hey, young father Marty, as you're having children, maybe you should rub urine on the child's face? What the hell is that all about?
Nope.
I would tell my mom she lost her mind. I'm not doing that.
This is the TikTok problem, Marty, man. This is back to the social media stuff, right? Is that, one person sees it, one person hears it, and next thing you know, it becomes something that the world goes, oh, it must work. So I'm just going to do it. It's crazy, Marty.
Is that what happened? It happened on TikTok?
Well, I don't know if it happened on TikTok. It came up on social. Yeah, it came up on social. It ended up being a trending topic, and people were like, "Hey, I guess if we're seeing it on this platform, it must be real."
Well, it's just some stuff. I don't care what the cure is or how effective it is. It's just some stuff I'm not doing.
Well,
I'm sure John Anderson will do it though.
It's not going to get any easier with making fake videos on Sora.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's a fake video. Maybe it's AI.
Dude, it's crazy, man. I'll tell you what's also crazy is Sterling Preston. I see that there was a doctor that abandoned a patient in mid-surgery for sex with a nurse.
A UK surgeon left a patient mid-surgery for longevity work with a nurse. Why the English accent, dude? Don't know what you're talking about.
He told a colleague comfort break, then left the OR. A nurse walked in on the Longevity Act and reported it.
He returned, finished the surgery, and the patient was fine.
The hospital dismissed him in early 2024. The tribunal said he's low risk and he kept his license. He apologized and called it shameful. The outcome sparked debate about standards.
Keith, John, we all have our urges, but where the hell do we draw the line?
Come on, man. You can't be that horny, man. How do they know this happened?
How are you to your point, how are you horny in the middle of an operation where you're like, I gotta go get some. I gotta go leave this room to go get some in the room over there.
Maybe he hadn't had some in a while.
Good time. What? Maybe he was nervous and that took care of it. I don't know, man. Or was it post-nut clarity? Did he need clarity, Marty? But what the hell, man? When I saw this, like, this is perfect morning talk conversation because some dude leaves the operating room to go have life expectancy work in the next room.
Yeah, I'm not even surprised, man. Look at all the.
Surprised it wasn't on camera somewhere.
It could. I mean, they found out and reported it, so it was somebody knew. Somebody else knew. But you look at all the fetishes and stuff out here. This actually doesn't shock me at all.
Maybe that's what it was. Was it a fetish? Is that what you're suggesting that it is?
Yeah, open wound flesh fetish.
I got another one too. Peaches comes back and says, "Dang, that's extreme. Getting paid to get laid type thing. I guess that's exactly it." Peaches, good to see you this morning on the show. What's going on there? Tom Ritchie's joining us all the way from Ontario. Platform algos hate links and posts. That's true. We had that conversation a little bit earlier here today. Just getting back to some of the comments. What's going on, Brandon? What's going on, Petro? Yes, and hey, Marty, I know that we talk a lot about Joey Swoll on this show, and Joey is all about, he certainly recreated himself as a positive fitness influencer. Would you say that?
I think so.
Yeah, and I think when he first came out, I think people would kind of think maybe he was a little bit kind of, I don't know, like maybe just...
Well, apparently he was selling some supplement and scamming people.
Oh,
That's how
okay.
He got famous.
Oh, okay.
And so now he's rebranded to the positive guy.
Gotcha. Well, I bring it up because apparently there's another fitness creator, influencer, that confronted a woman for photobombing, and Sterling and Preston has something for us on this one.
Imagine this. You're at the gym, minding your own business,
And actually, working out.
then some random person calls you out for photobombing their shot.
This is exactly what happened between fitness influencer Jennifer Pacone and another gym goer recently at a gym in Croatia. People criticized the influencer and called it main character syndrome.
But she didn't get the message and doubled down instead. Called the people who called her out haters.
Back to you guys in the studio. What do we even say about this behavior?
What do you think of this, Marty?
Hold on, run down the situation again. She called them haters.
Yeah, so fitness content creator Jennifer Pacone went viral after posting a video from a gym in Split, Croatia, where she confronted another woman for photobombing her workout video. The woman had simply been racking weights in the background. Pacone framed it as a gym etiquette lesson, but the post quickly backfired. Critics labeled her a gym Karen and blasted the idea that public gyms should serve as personal film studios. Well, Joey Swoll, a well-known voice for gym positivity, called her behavior about as arrogant and obnoxious as it gets.
Well, as a fitness content creator, I know when I put the tripod in front of the dumbbell rack, there's going to be people putting dumbbells back and picking up dumbbells. So if you don't want anyone to walk through, don't record there. What is wrong with people? You got to send me this one.
God, this is what makes me laugh, Marty, because it's still, I will still stumble upon these things in my feed every now and then. And I'm like, people are like, dude, you're in a public setting. Like Peaches says, like you're in a public setting. You are in a public gym. Somebody might walk in front of your camera.
And you can edit it out. You can edit them out. And I'm real nice about it. I'm always asking people, hey, is it cool if I record here? Because you can tell, you can see people's mannerisms and their energy when they get uncomfortable. You know, you can see they're not comfortable with you filming there. So I always ask people too. Some people don't care, but you can always edit people out.
Yeah.
But it's entitlement. I thought this was just an American thing.
It is entitlement. Not. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And actually, John Petruccelli, thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, you're right. Actually, John's right. And John raises another point that I'm going to throw on the table. Pulse is part of the ChatGPT Pro plan, which is $200 a month. Yeah, it's $200 a month. But here's the question for you guys. Are you an average man? The average man buys the $20 plan. If you're an average man, go ahead. If you're not an average man, you might want to consider the Pro one because you're going to be further ahead. And I'm just talking the truth.
Just at me, Keith.
Yeah,
just at me. And at John too while you at it. Just
I will.
At us.
I will.
Did you just call me and John Anderson average?
No.
I can't wait till John gets back. No, I'm playing. No, I'm
calling anybody. Here's the thing: we can choose the intelligence that we surround it. That's where I think people are misguided with our world of AI, because you know you can get free intelligence or you can get smarter intelligence. I don't know about you, but I want the smarter intelligence.
Well, you know what? You just opened up something to me because I thought the 200 plan was like if you have a team.
No,
you know, different people working on it. I didn't.
To me, that $200 is the best expense you can make.
Okay, I didn't realize there was a whole nother element to that.
Like you'll have access to a bunch of extra stuff, new stuff, smarter intelligence. And again, if you're gonna, if you and I are competing at something, and I'm smarter than you, you're like, well, fuck, I want to be as smart as that guy. I'm just using, you know what I mean? So it's like most humans aren't buying the smarter one. So that's fine. I'm going to buy the smarter one. I want the smarter one.
Okay, well, yeah, Keith, I have to look into that because, I mean, if I can get better results,
yes,
why not? You know?
That's exactly it. Well, it comes back to time too, right? Like this Pulse tool that's part of it will save you time. There's no question about it, actually. So I would certainly encourage you to.
Can I ask you, you know, how specifically it saved you time, if you don't mind sharing?
Well, absolutely, yeah. So Pulse has saved me time just because it's been surfacing things over the last week that I wasn't aware of, and it's helped me get ahead of things that I needed to do. How has it saved me time? It's kept me more organized. I guess just a level of intelligence. It's just been able to do things that I wasn't able to do before. And good time. Yeah, I want the one they haven't released yet. I don't know. I guess it's hard to quantify when you ask that question. How has it saved me time? Mm-hmm. I got up this morning. There was stuff in my feed that I can now do today that will help me grow the business that I wasn't even aware of. How does that sound?
I got you. So you didn't have to think of it or come up with the idea.
I sat down this morning and it said, hey, you and Marty talked about this yesterday. Here's some shorts content you can make. Here's the script. Here's the cuts.
Oh.
It was like basically you just got to do it. And I'm like, okay. And I'll share some shit later too. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
I certainly would lean into it for sure. For sure. Yeah. Hey, neck size. Why your neck size could be the key to hidden health. Jimmy, I think we have a little bit of a video here. Let's play this hook and talk now.
What if the key to unlocking your peak performance isn't in a supplement, but in a simple observation you've ignored your whole life? We chase peak performance and push our limits, yet feel held back by fatigue and health issues we can't seem to solve. Top-tier studies are now confirming that a specific physical trait is a powerful biomarker, directly linked to energy, sleep quality, and long-term vitality. By focusing on this single overlooked indicator, you can unlock a new level of health and finally address the root cause. Change the metric. Change the outcome.
Good time. Grok has Grok Heavy for $300 a month, which gives you brains smarter than the person not. I'm taking a page from Anderson about simplifying things, right? So if you're paying for a better version, you're getting smarter intelligence. Period. Simple as that. You're getting a higher IQ'd agent. So John, you might not have heard, but your ChatGPT doesn't have Pulse because you're not on the Pro plan, and you're blurry, by the way, on your camera.
I think I got to drop out. My camera is clean. Should I drop out and come? Remember last time I dropped out, came back, it was better.
100%.
Be right back.
Absolutely. So Marty, neck circumference is an emerging practical marker of cardiometabolic and sleep risk. Larger necks correlate with hypertension, arterial fibrillation, coronary disease, et cetera. Now, this would be for obviously the average man. Now, I know we don't have an average man on the show here with John Anderson. So if we're talking neck size, this might not be, but what they're talking about is men with a 43 centimeter neck or women with a 14 to 26 inch neck are associated with elevated risks and so forth. So they're just, this research is talking about that thicker necks, narrow airways, increasing obstructive sleep apnea. And doctors are just spending more time looking at size of necks because of how it could have impact on our physical health. You ever thought about the size of your neck?
I mean, I never thought about the size of my neck, but if you got a fat neck, I'm going to assume that you have excess fat in other areas of your body. Yes or no?
A thicker neck correlates with hypertension, AFib, diabetes, and sleep apnea, even at a normal BMI. Now, here's the problem. BMI is the problem, right? So spotting this early supports better sleep. But what I think this also does, though, and I'll just call it out, is it links back to, unfortunate accumulative health decisions, food decisions that accumulate with creating maybe a bigger back, bigger arms, a bigger neck.
It didn't happen in one day.
I was just gonna say, right? So I'm still in a page for our brother here, because if you're maybe living a life of collaborative good choices, maybe you're not waking up with a big back, big arms, and big neck that is fat, calling it what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly calling it what it is. And it's different if you like Johnny, because Johnny got traps.
Well, that's what I mean. Like John's so it's funny because I threw this on the table to talk about it because obviously we have a man here who has a massive neck, but it's not. But looking at John, you would not say, well, John's we had, but typically doctors are looking now at larger necks, thick necks that correlate with hypertension, AFib, diabetes, sleep apnea, and I know the average man shit. Just hang tight there, big dog. But it's linked back to BMI, right? Which we also don't believe with his BMI. But because I said to Marty, I'm thinking if somebody's showing up with a big chunky neck, it's probably associated with their big chunky big back and their big chunky big arms and their big chunky thighs. Right. So, and I've been the guy with the big chunky husky stuff. So I've been there.
Husky Keith.
Yeah, exactly. But they're just talking, Johnny. Big necks are a thing the doctors are paying more attention. So, Nation, if you have a big neck and it doesn't look like John's neck, you better make some better decisions in your life.
Well, but these studies are based around the average dipshit.
Yes.
You're like perfect example. Perfect example. Like when I was in strength, my neck was so much bigger because I was always lifting and carrying heavy shit. The neck, it's the trap goes way up in here. So what I'm getting at is that they're talking about the average guy that sits at a fucking desk, that sits there and stresses out and fucking grinds his teeth because he's stressed out. What about the guys that actually, like, my neck size has changed, but it's got to do with my training.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and that's why I like to throw some of these ridiculous topics up here, because I even have one today that I had on the table, Johnny, which was where the hell is it? It's the 8 foods secretly wrecking men's prostate health. And this would be, foods that some foods, John, I know that you would not agree with, but the reality is if you're eating a bad diet and you keep eating processed food, you're going to have potential prostate issues.
You're saying that I don't agree with this?
No, because I know you like to eat meat, and we know that if we eat too much meat, that there is some increased risks with prostate issues if we're eating too much red meat. But if we're eating too much red meat with all the other bad shit involved, which is what the science says.
Yeah. You take out the bad shit, eat all the fucking red meat you want, and you have no issues.
That's my point, which is if you're eating all the other bad shit, it's gonna increase your likelihood of but I brought this up because I this is where I don't like these topics, because they're the picker and choosers, right? Because some guy's gonna see this, oh, but I can't eat steak today because I'm gonna get prostate cancer. But honey,
they think it's going to fuck up their cholesterol too.
Well, then that's what frustrates me, because these titles are so misleading. I can't have steak tonight, honey, because it's going to give me prostate cancer. But let's check this out though. The prostate cancer, 7 of 10 men have it. It's another major fucking power in the drug world. So is cholesterol. So of course, they all this fucking goofy shit that's out there is all misleading, but it all comes, if you follow it closely enough, it all comes back to, our position that in Western medicine. Yes.
Helping Western medicine.
And supporting Western medicine.
Yeah.
Right.
100%. I got a buddy of mine. His name's Dr. Sean Baker. He actually left medicine because he was tired of what was going on.
Oh yeah.
And he now, I can't remember the name of his company, but he's got a huge movement going on. And he literally, he's big on carnivore, but realistically, you could almost argue that it's a simple way. And he only eats meat, period, end of story, right? He's 10 years older than me, looks great. But the cool part of his story is he's helped so many people get off all medications just by eating red meat, period, end of story.
I think for me, it's and what I've learned in my journey, and what this show is all about too, is we got to find what works best for us. What works best for you? Here's the principles. Here's the basics, right? John shares his experiences. Marty shares his experiences. We have clients that share our experiences, and we know what the science says. We know what influences Western medicine and some of the Western philosophies are, but we also need to find things that work on our journeys as well.
Well, check this out. Everybody's very different, no question about it.
Yes,
but there's like a guideline that if you understand and you pay attention to, helps you get in the proper arena where you can figure out what's best for you. You got to get in the fucking door. Right?
Yes.
And that is very simple. Feed the body what it was designed to process. It's kind of like when when you drive past these big construction sites and they're building 200 homes and they got these fucking huge earth movers out there. The ones with the tires taller than we are. Those are the ones we used to flip and strongman, right? Those huge machines. Those machines will last a hell of a long time if you drive them how they were designed. You drive them outside of their design, they'll break very quickly. They're designed to be only on dirt because the way that they're built, the transmissions and differentials need slippage. That makes sense? So you drive that thing out on the pavement, you start making turns, it's going to wear that thing out 50 times faster than if it stayed on dirt. Well, that's the fucking human race. We are asking the body to operate outside of its design with food. And so it's breaking down very quickly.
Did your fries freeze up? There you go. Yeah.
Processed foods, the body wasn't designed for that.
Keith, John, and Marty. Morning to the lab with Keith, John, and friends. We're talking. It's been a little bit of free-for-all hour here. We're having some fun here today on the show here. Johnny, let's do this. Let's do a reset with you on the lifestyle tip. We'll reset hour 2, and we'll keep the show rolling. Marty Holland, can you stick around, brother?
I got to roll out today.
All right, pal. Listen, I appreciate the conversation.
Of course, man.
Check your Sora app I sent over to you, and let's have a little connection a little bit later, all right?
All right, I'll be here tomorrow. And Johnny yelled at me a little bit yesterday, man, offline.
What's up, brother?
I said you yelled at me a little bit yesterday offline. No, he didn't yell at me. He just gave me some good tips. That's all.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna. Anytime you need me, I'm always a text away, babe.
I love it.
I
love it. I love
you,
it,
brother. Yep.
Marty, we'll see you tomorrow, man.
Yep.
All right, pal.
Have a good loop, my brother.
Hey, Marty, I'm gonna shoot you checks later. Okay.
All right, cool.
All right, pal. Talk to you in a bit. All right, Jimmy, let's do a reset with John Anderson Lifestyle Tip. We'll come back, reset hour 2.
Today's lifestyle tip is about pushing limits without losing your mind.
Yes to discipline, no to dog food. We are drawing that line.
Choose one hard habit that actually helps.
John, what do you have for us today?
All right, check this out. The body, think of the body as a machine. It's not a machine, but just think of it that way. Machinery is made with a certain design. And if you use that machinery within its design, it will last and serve you and perform very well. Now, you take that machinery and you use it outside of its design. Let's make a simple example. You take a sports car and you go off-roading and you wonder why you get stuck. You use that piece of machinery outside of its design. Or flip side is you take an off-road vehicle and you put it on a Formula One track and you wonder why you're getting your ass kicked. Again, used outside of its design. So the body, it's a machine. It was designed to move. It was designed to eat whole real foods. It was designed to have rest. It was designed to last a long time if you do these simple things within its design. Now, simple doesn't mean easy, but if you sit at a desk for 8 hours a day, sitting is the new smoking. If you eat fast food, you are poisoning the body in terms of what it was actually designed to process and have you feel good, focus, energy, longevity. So I know that society has really turned this into, if you actually take care of yourself, you're extreme. Well, think of it like this. You're going to invest in your body, guaranteed. So do you want to invest in your body now and have a long, happy, healthy life? Or do you want to invest in your body when you're sick, when you're trying to keep yourself alive? One way or the next, you're going to invest. So I suggest you start investing now your time, energy, and even money to treat your body the way it was designed, use it within its design, and live a happy, healthy life. Rock and roll.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back, everybody. Listen to Keith. John, Marty's gone. Morning's Live with Keith, John, and friends, your daily accountability partner and the live morning show that refuses to let you hit snooze. If you're just joining us, grab a seat. First hour, we talked a lot about the world of technology, social media. We talked Pulse. We talked Sora. We talked Rumble. We talked YouTube. We talked how the world is changing. I invite you guys to go back and listen to hour 1. We're going to get into hour 2, guys. I want to talk with John here about the simple pleasures that keep us grounded and sane In a world of burnout, bad news, and endless distractions, not even big wins, but the quiet anchors that save your day. I was excited to have this conversation actually because I was thinking long and hard about like the simple pleasure that keeps me really grounded on a daily basis. And I'm wondering if it's the same way for everybody else. And we did talk about some of the foods that are wrecking ourselves, and it all comes back down to ultra processed foods. And I know it's something we bang the drum on here often, but if somebody can hear me or John talking about ultra processed foods and help you make a good decision throughout the day today, then we are doing our job. And then we're gonna get to the community corner. We're gonna open up the phone lines at the bottom of the hour as Johnny exits here on the bottom of hour 2 of Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Jimmy, let's roll into the deep dive and talk about the simple pleasure that keeps us sane in those crazy moments throughout life. Jimmy, let's run it.
What if the most powerful tool for mental clarity isn't a complex system, but an instinct you've forgotten how to use? We're drowning in a sea of hacks and optimizations, yet we're more stressed and distracted than ever before. Studies are proving that brief, intentional moments can fundamentally alter our brain chemistry, pulling us out of fight or flight. It costs nothing, takes seconds, and can be done right now, wherever you are. The antidote to overwhelm isn't more effort, it's more presence.
And simple pleasures activate reward pathways, lower stress, and anchor presence. What's one simple pleasure that you refuse to skip daily, and why? Whether it's a cup of coffee, whether it's jerking off, whether it's life expectancy work, but all seriously, like just the simple, and maybe it's one of those things you don't talk about, but you know that it resets your mind.
Oh, dude, I've literally, it's funny. I was going to share this earlier and we just got off on a tangent. So I hadn't, but this is perfect because so when I said my workout yesterday, I didn't know that it was a doozy. I woke up and holy shit, but I'm sore everywhere. I'm sore my triceps. I mean, my triceps are, I think, sore because I've been doing burpees every morning here because I don't have my rebounder. I don't have my, my stair climber. And so it basically every morning before I get here, I'm going to do something breaking a sweat. Period.
Yes.
And I woke up this morning. I'm like, holy Christ, I need to be, I mean, for me to do more burpees, right? You know, it's like, I know what it's going to hit. My triceps are sore from the push up. My freaking posterior chain is smoked from the pull-ups and the deadlifts. So I was like, today my body just needs rest with my choices, you know, because I could have gone on like a 20-minute walk to do the same thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the time. That's just a small block of time that I have in the morning to change my physiology with exercise. So I never skip that unless it's in a situation where like, fuck, I'm going to pull something. I'm going to like this could be detrimental. This could keep me from doing what I want to do. I even tried some body weight squat. Holy shit, man. I'm just like, my body is telling me it needs no activity. I'm going to play pickleball later, so we'll have activity. But to answer your question, the simple pleasure of 5 to 10 minutes in the morning, breaking that sweat, changing my physiology makes me feel so fucking good. It's got to be a situation where I think if I do it, it's actually going to, hinder me rather than help me. And today was one of those rare days. So, it's like, it's pretty crazy. The difference in how I feel right now, because I didn't do that, is very noticeable.
Like that simple pleasure for your family makes it easier for you to be around when you do it. It's as simple as that, isn't it?
Well, I look forward to it. Like last night, I was like mapping out my morning. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do my burpees, I'm kind of laying out the times and all that stuff. I'll do the burpees here. And I was like, I woke up this morning. I'm like, holy shit, I don't know. I start moving around. I'm like, it's going to take me the 10 minutes I have set aside just to loosen up enough to do this without pulling something.
What's crazy is that burpee to many, including old Uncle Keith over here, the handsome chief, burpees might be the worst body exercise we can do. And I don't think you disagree. But the discipline that you have to do it on your own every morning without that, like, and I know that you just take it for granted, but for those that, aren't active, like that takes fucking discipline to do burpees on your own, man.
Well, but the beautiful thing about a burpee is you get a second payday. because you did something that's really fucking difficult that you really don't want to do. So not only change your physiology, it's like, fuck. Everything else is fucking easy.
Yes. It's so true, right? Like you get an actual double payday, if not even a triple payday, because mentally you've accomplished something. B, you've slugged through something that actually sucks. Like it sucks. There's nothing,
it's the amygdala, right? The part of the brain that gets better at, that helps us get better and do it hard shit.
Yes.
I've got my amygdala fucking trained. I don't think when something's, my mind doesn't think about the difficulty. My mind thinks about, let's fucking do this hard shit so we get that fucking payoff.
Well, so it's funny.
I don't look at I don't even see it as a challenge. I just see the payoff.
It's funny to hear you say that because I lean into how I'm going to feel when it's done. The visualization part. So on Wednesday, it was a lighter day today. I did an endurance ride for my brain. And yesterday I got my big lift in yesterday with my legs day yesterday. So I did a 60-minute ride on the bike here today for brain endurance. But for me, it's how I feel in that 61st minute. When I sit down to do something, I'm already recognizing how I'm going to feel when it's done. That's what gets me excited. Like when I get a big chest day or something, I'm like, oh yeah, it's going to be awesome when I'm done this thing. When I'm done this, because I'm thinking about done, the word done, D-O-N-E.
Well, check this out. So let's break that down a little bit. I get a lot of clients where I'll help them reprogram, so I go, let's not look at the workout. Let's look at let's envision the front door of the gym when you're walking out of there. And they get a hold of that real quick.
Yes.
Then they're like, well, how do I enjoy? They look forward to that enjoyment, right? They earned it. But then some of them will come back and say, well, how do I enjoy the process more?
Well, we've talked about that before.
Take a piece of cake, because let's just say that you've got 4 exercises you're doing, right? So your brain is giving you this, you checked a box. Your brain's giving you all this positive chemistry because you finished something. Well, now you have 4 opportunities to feel that within the workout, because maybe exercise 1 is done. Check the box. You got to get in that. Don't look at the front door. The front door is the 5th feeling of amazement. The first one is finishing the first exercise.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Now I have an opportunity to get it again and again. So it's literally just helping our brain with another box to check, so to speak. Give us some more goodies. Let's go get another one.
Tom Ritchie, as soon as the coach calls out burpees, I get anxiety. Tom, many of us do. But the reality is that I think, but the flip side to that is the joy. So Tom, looking at you, brother, you know as well as I do, yes, it's anxious, but when you're done, man, does it feel awesome, because you're like, you've just beat the anxiety with enjoyment. Right. And it's like, wow, I was anxious 3 minutes ago. Now I'm fucking happy as hell. My dopamine's flying. I feel great. I just achieved something. Those anxious feelings, man, that would feel like it was yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, there's a certain thing of like in training, when I was training really hard, there would be workouts that I would be, to a certain extent, I'd be a little nervous because I knew the discomfort I was going to put myself in. But
that's good though, because you care.
Well, but think of it like this. It's like, when you have these feelings of like you're nervous to start and then you finish, it's almost like now you've got a even broader spectrum of extremes. That payday is even bigger.
Yes. Yeah. I'll tell you. So the small joy for me. So yeah, working out and a cup of coffee and all those things. The simple pleasure that keeps me really grounded, and I know this is for you too, because you have 2 of them. We talked about this a little bit before. My dogs, man, I was thinking about today's conversation about this, and the love that I get from my animals, the unconditional love that I've had ever since I was a little boy, even just to this day. Whether I'm happy, sad, or ambivalent, how they just ground me and make me feel. I have a hard time explaining it, Anderson. Maybe because you have them, you've always had them, but the joy that those animals bring me is undescribable, frankly.
Well, you have to be, I totally understand what you're saying. I think most people, they don't attack all elements of their lives with the intention that actually gives them what you're talking about. Take the time when you pet your dog, look them in the eyes, connect. Don't just pet him because, he walked up. That's like, there's a difference between giving someone a hug and giving someone a hug.
Yes. Being intentional, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. When you pull someone, you give them a squeeze.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
very different than, the
the
trying to keep a little distance in there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like walking up to your dog, giving it a scratch, or walking up to your dog and giving your dog some love. It's the same thing. Like I like my dogs for me are my companions. They keep me grounded. I love the joy that they bring my life. Right. So in all the insanity or the craziness or sometimes the stress of my day, I'll just go spend some time with Lola or Charlie, and John, it just makes everything go away. It's a different feeling than what I get in the gym because I chase a different feeling, but just the comfort, the unconditional love. There's those words there, right? That I don't get from the barbell plates that I get from my animals. I love that.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, I guess it all comes down to the same thing with anything we do. When we really commit to something, we get a much bigger return than if we're just kind of wandering through it. And I think that's life in general. I think the walking zombies of the world don't get any joy when they're walking like zombies through life versus when you're really committing, you find the joy in the little things.
Hey, let's have a couple minutes chat here before you rock and roll about don't just move forward, learning forward. The power of after action review for personal growth. You're about big time personal improvement. I know that. I had a conversation with the team yesterday. I'm going to share it to you in a couple of seconds. It's about learning and running towards mistakes. And let's have a little bit of a conversation here around, Jimmy, I know we got a clip here. The power of the after action review. After you do something,
what if the secret to unlocking your potential is hidden in your past? We're so focused on the next thing, we rarely stop to understand what just happened. We miss the lessons and we miss the growth. But what if a simple 4-question framework could change that? A tool forged in the most demanding environments on Earth. A way to systematically learn from your actions and accelerate your growth. The past is a textbook. It's time to start reading.
This idea, John, just leans into this whole idea that after you achieve something, you're going through a 4-question loop, which helps you improve your clarity, helps you improve your execution next, and helps you ask yourself, what did you learn and what actions did you partake to match it? So, for example, with you, when you sit down and you coach a client, when they do something, do you go back and revisit what they've accomplished, or are you working towards the next step in their progress?
I like to recognize what they're doing properly. So I'm reinforcing that they continue to do it. But I'm definitely like when someone gives me some feedback and they tell me how great things are going. One of the things I'm always going to end with is, this is just the beginning for you. Does that make sense?
100%. Yes.
Because most people they've operated on this really short timeline of fitness. It's, do this for a short time, regress. Do this short for. Then what I'm saying is, look, we're going to change your lifestyle. It's just our time together. You're going to make better progress than you ever have in our time together. But in the 10 years after we're not together, you'll be blown away. It just continues to keep coming.
Yes.
And I have to kind of program their minds to the fact that this won't stop. And it's good. But that being said, it has to be a methodology that they can continue. So what I really am trying to do is I'm reinforcing what they did to do a good job, to make the progress. But I'm really keeping them focused on the fact that there's so much more to come. And we just got to focus on winning our daily battles so we continue to achieve what we want in the future.
The after action review, I think you're going to like this. You probably do this, but maybe not to this type of formality. But the after action review process, John, is all about using 4 core questions after you've done something. What was the goal? What happened? Why? And then what will we do next time? Right? So let's back it up again. So what was the goal? And then during that process, what happened during that goal? And then the why. In other words, did you achieve it? Yeah, great. Why? Did you not achieve it? Okay, great. Why? And then that follow-up one, the final one, John, is what will we do next time? And I like that because it's purposely, again, let's do a role play. Hey, Keith, I want you to do this today. Okay, what happened? Fuck, I didn't get my burpees done, John. I was supposed to do 10 burpees. I didn't get them done. Why? Well, I hurt my leg. Okay, so here's what I want you to do next time. So I like that because it's a very methodical 4-step process that closes the loop on something you've asked me. Do you follow that?
Yep.
I like it a lot actually because I think it really creates some great clarity, and I love the why part because sometimes the why opens up a lot of doors that we don't even think are coming.
Yeah, the why is something that I always tread lightly on the why because people tend to get so caught up in the why. They're too heavy on the why and not the how. The how is where we keep our efforts. Or why is
But I like the why because I think the why gives people a reason to have excuses. When you challenge me with the why, so Keith, why didn't you get your burpees done? Well, I just wasn't really feeling it today. I don't know, but come on,
you need the why to learn. But
you need the why to move your interest. You move towards the interest. We talk about interest, right? What's the why? Why are you doing this? Well, because I want to
on a different level of why. You people go to psychologists and they fucking discuss the why for 10 years of their fucking life. They never discuss how do they actually move forward from it. Okay, so you spent fucking tens of thousands of dollars in 5 years of your life, and you discovered that
I don't know why
you act this way because of XYZ.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's fucking great. If you'd taken that time and just worked on, I guess, altering the behavior patterns so that this thing didn't plague you, you would have completely changed your life already.
Yes. It's true. It's true.
Yeah. I mean, if a why has to turn out to be like a really, really fucking positive learning experience and it needs to happen quickly or it's not worth your investment.
There's certainly, the why moves the needle for many of us, right? I like the why because it's hard to hide from it. But why? Why?
No, I like the why too. I just don't like people to get stuck there.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Yes, I'm absolutely with you there. It's funny. We talked to the team yesterday. We were talking about yesterday. We had some hiccups, and I was talking to the team about learning. And I said, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if I want to work with somebody that doesn't want to learn. So imagine working with somebody like, I don't want to learn. What? Well, I don't want to work with you because
it's a different type of creature.
It absolutely is. But I bring it up because if you're willing, because here's the point, John. If you're willing to learn, you're willing to fail. You're willing to make mistakes. Because if you're not willing to learn, you're not going to run towards failure or run towards making mistakes. You're not going to move forward. So, but I don't think we often connect the two. It's okay. I'm good with it. No. I want you to learn because I want to see if there's going to be a mistake that's going to happen. That to me is that's a powerful statement. I mean, you sit around with people that are all learners. Learning is about failing.
Yeah.
Think about 100%. That. Learning is about failing. Right. So, all right, you got to rock and roll. What do you got going on today, brother?
Let's see here. I am doing
setting up your Rumble.
Well, that's already done.
Yeah,
the team's already got that done.
Yeah,
I've got a short break after this, and then I'm actually doing a bunch of filming. I'm going to be filming for the next night from 7 to 8:30. Team meeting. Yeah, and then client stuff, then pickleball, then nap, then afternoon working on the business, and I actually have one of my buddies down here, really unfortunate. He got cancer a couple of years ago, and he's on his fucking last leg. So,
oh no,
we're having him. Yeah, he's got it's not a hospice by any means, but he's got a caretaker. He needs a caretaker. So she's bringing him over here, and we're going to basically, feed him some easily digestible food and hang out for a little while. So
really
nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said, really? I'm sorry. That's sad.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely a bummer, but at the same time, he goes, it's like once he got cancer, I just kind of got by his side, just constantly checking on him. And he's like, dude, he goes, we've known each other for 5 years. And he goes, I have friends that I've known for 45 years and they don't check on me like you do.
Fuck. Well, says a lot about you, brother. Says a lot about your character. Well, prayers for your brother. Prayers for your buddy, my friend. You have yourself a good day. What kind of content are you filming today? I'm curious. You got me curious here. What are you filming?
I don't know. I mean, Ben's going to tell me what I'm supposed to talk about when we get on.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's the way me, brother. Fuck.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's gonna say this is what we're talking about. I need 20 minutes.
Well, then you got to get Ben, or you got to upgrade your ChatGPT so you can have somebody else telling. So you can have an AI helping you get stuff done, anticipate stuff for you to get done too. So.
Yeah, I think, like I told you in the beginning, I got this new dude that I'm working with.
Yeah,
and for this platform that he's building, but obviously it's for us. It sounds like it's got every fucking bell in the whistle. He's talking about self-learning and figuring out what people are interested so that we can pinpoint what they want, how long are they staying on this spot and that spot. So it's like, it's going to be like major direction of finding that bullseye.
Awesome. Well, you enjoy the day, brother. A lot of fun here. Good conversation today. A lot of learnings. And I sent you that Sora invite, so I'd encourage you to check it out. And I'm just wondering aloud right now that I'm wondering if you guys didn't have access because you weren't on the pro plan or whatever it was. But I sent you an invite. So
I paid $20 a month. Is that not the pro?
No, you got to pay $200.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, you might have missed it. As simple, I know he likes to simplify things. $200 a month gets you a smarter IQ'd agent.
Yeah.
Or you're like the average man with the regular one, which I know you're not. So
that's it.
All right, brother. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
All right, brother. Have a good loop.
You too, pal. All right, Jimmy, let's get him out of here. Let's get the big dog out of here. Good morning, everybody. What is going on here? You're hanging out with the handsome chief himself, Keith Billis here. Mornings in the lab with Keith, John, and friends here. We're just wrapping up here our 2-hour extravaganza. Every single day you'll find us here on the big Mornings in the Lab Live Network, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, right after Matt Roof, 7:30 Eastern Time. Kindness rising, getting up and getting it after it here on the platform. It was kind of a all over the place show today, Jimmy. We still got most of our marks hit. We got one topic we did not get to today, guys, and we're not going to get to today because I want to have my boys back on the show here to have that conversation. It was all about life hacks. I had 18 different or 20 different hacks that maybe we'll throw them on the table for tomorrow's Friday show. Oh no, it's not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday's show. I think we'll throw it on Friday's show. We'll keep it somewhat loose and so forth. Oh, we got a good question for Petro here. Construal level theory suggests why questions prompt abstract construals. Petro, I got to wrap my head around the word construal first, man. Dude, this is a fucking morning show with smart people, not super smart people. Well, you're the super smart one. You're the doctor. But construal level theory suggests why questions prompt abstract construals, people to think about reasons, purposes, and goals, encouraging thinking about superordinate meaning and broader implications. How questions prompt concrete construals, people to think about means, processes, and implementation, encouraging thinking about the specific steps, procedures, and practical details. Oh, I like that. A resident bullshit artist hanging out with us every single day, making sure we're speaking the truth. I love this. Well, so now that makes sense about why I really like why. Yeah, and I see that the how, because people thinking about the process and the implementing with a why, which is the reasons. This is really good shit, man. Michael Golba coming in saying, asking why is self-reflection. And yeah, here's the thing, right? Many do not want to see their work as failure. Maybe instead of why, ask differently. Well, people don't like to reflect upon where they've gone sideways or gone wrong. So often it's, they don't want to know why. They don't want to lean into why. Getting back to Good Times comments here, we're talking the ChatGPT and the Pro and the Plus stuff and how expensive they are. And he says, get expensive for the average person. And I said, he says, that's why you're not average. So it's interesting because, I've been thinking a little bit about all these different expenses that it comes to these agents, right? We have GPT, we have Grok, we have Meta, we have, $20 here, $50 here, $200 there. I just looked at it as simple as if I can get a smarter IQ'd human that would give me an advantage, that's where I'm going to go. So can it all add up? Fuck, absolutely. It was interesting because when GPT released their $200 a month plan, I think what they did is they set the mark for what, people would pay for a monthly subscription plan, right? Grok Heavy is $300 a month. Gemini, I believe, is $250 a month. But I think what we need to do is you need to recognize what it's replacing, right? So if you're replacing $1,000 or $2,000 expense, or if it's supplementing it, yes, it comes across as expensive from the get-go. But I think when you look at what it's delivering, I myself personally do not think it is actually that expensive. So for $200 a month, what's the math? $1 a day? No. Haha. $10 a day? No. $300 a month, right? So am I getting $6 to $7 a day? Am I getting $7 a day of value from my ChatGPT? Without a fucking doubt. Think about that, guys. It's just like our phones, right? Yeah, we all bellyache and bitch and complain because they're $1,000 and next year's iPhone is going to be $2,000. But for the hours and minutes and time you spend on this thing, it's actually not that expensive. It's seconds per minute. It's pennies per minute when you come down to the expense of these devices. So yes, I'm not demeaning that that there's costs. Speaking of costs, you guys can join the Mornings in the Lab live community. Yeah, true story. Holroyd's there. Lady Drew's there. Yeah, $10 a month, $3 a month, $20 a month. Just saying. Yeah. We're not. Hey, you guys can join ChatGPT for $200 a month, or you can join the Mornings in the Lab community and get the old handsome chief for $20 a month. Knowledge from the handsome chief. Good time? Just like that. The handsome chief knowledge for as low price of $19.99 a month. True story. Yeah, just like that. All right. Hey, you guys can also join the show with us live right now. The phone lines are open. Everybody can join except for Lady Drew. Yep. Everybody has the ability to call us right now except for Lady Drew. No, I'm banning Lady Drew from calling us. 431-300-3005. Just because I want to see if she's listening. It's just true story. Yeah. Yeah. So phone lines are open for everyone except Lady Drew. All right, listen, let's do a little pivot. Let's pivot over to the community corner, Jimmy. Let's see what's going on in the Mornings in the Lab community right now on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friends.
Community corner, your wins, your spotlight.
This is where we celebrate you or roast you with love.
I love you, Drew. You know I love you. Lots of love for the Drew joining us from the Carolinas every single day. And she will often phone in at around this time. 431-300-3005. But not today. No, she can't join us today. Not letting her join. No. Banning Drew. Drew is banned from our show here today. I got to look at, what's this say here? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Hey, if you guys not joining the show with us live, why are you not joining the show live? We're dropping these things on demand, but the show is much better when it's live. So come hang out with us live every single day, 8 o'clock Eastern time. All right, we got the community corner. Lady Drew, since I've been banned. No, I didn't say we're in a band, Lady Drew. I said you've been banned. You can't name the band. Motley Crue. Yeah. All right, guys, community corner, where we connect LinkedIn, YouTube, and Substack on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friends. Today, we're going to ask, are you overthinking you're way out of progress? And can a single task cure the feeling of meaninglessness? And are you training for the wrong game in life? Well, nation, let's break it down. Let's break down what's holding us back and, more importantly, how to get moving forward. And you know what we're going to do that? We're going to start on YouTube. All right, stop thinking. Start winning. Win, 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 win. Yeah, hey, so Clark Kegley, not Clark Kent, that name was taken. Clark Kegley says you're not stuck because you don't know enough. You're stuck because you're in your head. His breakdown: trigger the winner effect with small daily wins. Stop hiding in planning mode and apply the 10 rule. Jimmy, how many fucking 10s were there, man? 1, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10. A lot of 10s. Holy shit, man. Dude, you are all about 10s. Motion feels productive, but only action changes your life. Hey, his story, posting cringe drum videos years ago, led to global touring opportunities. That's the 10. There's the 10 years again, Jimmy. That's the 10-year payoff of pressing publish. Yeah. So, nation, I love you, Drew. I love you, Drew. I love you, Drew. I love you, Drew. So what action are you avoiding today that your 10 years from now self will regret? What are you not going to do today? Not going to upgrade to the better version of ChatGPT? Are you going to be the average man? Don't be the fucking average man. Nah, you don't want to be the average man. Who wants to be the average man? You don't want to be the average man. Substack. Let's get on over to the orange platform. Substack, the cure for meaninglessness. Sam Alamo drops a heavy truth in his piece. The cure for meaninglessness is a task. Yeah, it's a word today too. Meaninglessness. He argues that meaninglessness shows up in two extremes: too much ease or too much hardship, because your attention gets hijacked by things outside your control. So what's his solution? Pick one consequential task and do it with absolute excellence. He points to Ernest Shackleton's survival story, where a sailor's despair turned around after having been given one job. He kept the fire lit. A single focused task restored purpose. So, nation, the question for you is this: what is the one fire you need to tend to right now to pull yourself out of drift? Are you drifting? Hey, Global, Michael, Global, are you drifting? If you're drifting, find one single focused task. Get it done right now. And I imagine it's going to restore your purpose. Just walk on over to LinkedIn, open up the package of glue, and glue together LinkedIn, Substack, and YouTube. We're going to talk about training for the wrong game. Terry Rice? Wait a minute. Wasn't that the football player? Hey, Petro. Oh, no, that's Jerry Rice. Oh, yeah, wrong one. Different Rice. Isn't there Ben's Rice? No, that's Minute Rice. What's the Ben's Rice again, guys? Ben's Rice. Ben something's rice. There's some kind of rice with Ben. You guys know what I'm talking about. Ben's Rice. Ben's Minute Rice. Anyways, Terry Rice. We're talking rice. I had rice for dinner last night. You guys like rice? I don't mind rice, actually. Although my mom made too much rice growing up, so I kind of got sick of it for a while. Rice. White rice, brown rice, long grain rice. Not talking light. Yes, thank you, Bernard. Uncle Ben. That's it. Uncle Ben's Rice. No, Melissa, I'm not distracted by the squirrel. I know you see a squirrel over there, Neiman, but I see rice. True story. Oh, yeah, jasmine rice, too. Yeah, lots of fucking rice. Speaking of rice, Terry Rice had a wake-up call. His wake-up call is, I got to eat different rice, because Keith's going to talk about rice. Yeah. So Terry Rice trains 6 days a week. That's it? What the fuck, man? What are you taking a day off for, Terry? Dude, There's 7 days. Has anybody told Terry Rice there's 7 days in the week? Terry. There's 7 days in the week, not 6, 7. So the fact that you're taking 1 day off a week, come on, brother. Like, honestly, I can't believe you've decided to take 1 day off a week. So Terry Rice, not Ben, not Jerry, but Terry. Terry trains 6 days a week, but he still gets smoked playing basketball with his kids. Terry, dude, I'm telling you, man. Why? Well, there's the why question, Petro. We're talking why now. Because strength training and steady cardio don't prepare you for sudden sprints, stops, and sideways movements. At 470 years old, Terry Rice at 47, he humbled himself. Added agility drills, skater jumps, and single leg glute bridges to stay in the game with his kids. The lesson learned by Terry, don't call me Jerry Rice, it's universal. Every new phase of life demands a new level of training. Words of wisdom from Jerry, don't call me Terry, Terry, don't call me Jerry Rice this morning, all the way from LinkedIn this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends on the community corner that you only find here at 8 o'clock Eastern time every single day, Monday to Friday. Every single day, Monday to Friday. Yeah, true story. All right, guys, listen. From overthinking to meaninglessness. To staying in the game, the message is clear. Action beats excuses. How many of you guys have an excuse today? I want to hear from you guys. Who has an excuse today? And what is your excuse? You're thinking, Keith, what's the excuse for? I don't know. If you want your story featured, if you want your excuse featured on the Mornings in the Lab community corner, I invite you to make a video of me and Sora and tag my head in it. Yeah. Hey, guys, let's all get onto the Sora train. Let's all get onto the Sora train and tag the old Uncle Keith. Hey, Petro, you guys, listen, you guys want to get invites? Send me a text. You guys got my number? Or text me on the Mornings in the Lab line. Let's get the Handsome Chief's head all over the community. That should be our mission. Let's get the Handsome Chief's head all around the Sora community. Let's do it. I'll volunteer my head. Just my head, though. Nope. You can't have the rest of my svelte body.
Just my head. You can just have my head. Only my head. True story.
But yeah, let's do it. Sora, Billis's head, the Handsome Chief, all over the fucking internet. Just some old goat. Oh yeah, Jimmy, we were talking old goats yesterday. Who were we talking old goats with yesterday? I can't remember who we were talking old goats with yesterday. We had a conversation. I think it was an old goat conversation. I don't remember. Yeah, exactly. Good time. Just the tip. Just the tip of the head. I love how you guys pay attention from the back, and then every now and then I get the comments just popping up on the side from my wonderful Mornings in the Lab community. Hey guys, but with the Jaws t-shirt might be even more. Yes, Petro, I know. I'm telling you guys. All right, so listen. I got my phone open. I got my Sora app open. And let's see here. Describe new video. Let's do this on the air with us right now. Let's go. Keith chasing squirrels in the mornings in the lab studio. True story. Let's see how this works, you guys. Lab studio. This is awesome live conversation right now because I'm doing it live on the air. Yeah, Keith chasing squirrels in the Mornings in the Lab studio. Now, if you guys want your head in my picture, I sent you pictures. Yeah, true story. All right, okay, so here we go. I'm going to take this one here. We'll take this one too. And continue with image. And I'm also, let's see what happens here. Okay, so we're making content live with Sora. We're going to see what's going to happen here. It's going to pop it up here on the screen. And, that's not my image though. Let's see here. So look at that. You currently do not support uploads of images containing photorealistic humans. Really? So what the hell did my image take when I made this for you guys? Honestly, that makes actually no sense. Okay, let's see here. Dancing like a puppet. Boom. Okay, so we're trying another one here. 100%. Yep. Yeah. So, good time. Which one should I buy, Grok or Chat? So if it was me, I think if I had to make one choice, good time, I would probably grab the ChatGPT one right now. Now, I love Grok. Don't get me wrong. I love Grok. I just think that for an everyday purchase, for an everyday benefit, I think that you might find yourself having a little more value with ChatGPT. That would be my recommendation myself. If you could buy, I have not bought Grok Heavy. That'll tell you right there. I have not bought Grok Heavy. It's $300 a month. Not that I can't afford it, don't want it. I haven't found enough reasons for me to go there yet. But for ChatGPT, it's been a great benefit for me to have. I'm just seeing what it's making for me, guys, before I wrap up. Because right now we got the Jaws one. We got my head there. So that's what it made before the show. So that's me actually not in there. If you're watching the screen right now, I just scanned my head and that it made this from me from my head. And which is pretty crazy. So I'm really kind of curious to see how it works with you guys too. So I'm looking for friends to play with my Sora. Oh, it's making a second one here right now. So we're gonna it's gonna pop here in a second. Jimmy, I'll send it over to you. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got creator spotlights. Okay, so Jimmy, let's do this. While Sora is making me, there it is right there, guys. So it looks just like Instagram. It's all fake shit though. Yeah, it's actually crazy. Good time. Because none of it's going to be real. It's going to be just a bunch of bullshit. Oh, did I say bullshit? Calling out Petro. All right, Jimmy, let's do our first creator spotlight so we can celebrate somebody right now so I can stop talking. What happens when your second chance at life changes everything? From directing icons like Gwen Stefani and Maroon 5 to producing events with world leaders, this creator built a career in the spotlight. But after a near-death experience, he rebuilt his company with a mission bigger than show business, one rooted in story, heart, and transformation. Mornings in the Lab is excited to celebrate Bill Dolan, Emmy-nominated director, keynote speaker, and author of 7DRM, who helps organizations inspire action and raise millions through powerful storytelling. Follow Bill and discover how story, told with heart, creates impact that lasts. Hey, Bill. I surprised you. Just popped up on the camera. Yeah, true story. Hey, Bill. What's shaking, man? Surprise, surprise. We're celebrating you today. Hey, Bill isn't just a director. Nope. Or a producer. He's actually a man. He's a man who literally died, came back, and decided he wasn't going to waste another second of life. Woo, baby. He took the experience and he flipped it into a new way of doing business. Leading with story, leading with relationships, and leading with heart. With Bill Dolan, it's not about the camera or the lights. It is for me. Bill, you're fucking missing out, man. It's all about the camera and the lights and making it. It's all about me, man. Come on. My name's on the show. It's about the camera, the lights, the ego. Bill's got it all wrong, you guys. He's missed it out. It's actually all about the camera and the lights. It's not about the connection. Not the fucking whatever, the connection. It's about how people feel when the story ends. All kidding aside, Bill. Bill, all jesting. Oh, there's a new word I'll use today. Jesting. Bill Dolan, all jesting aside, would love to have you on my show. Yeah, my show. With the lights and the cameras and all the action. Because Bill would love to celebrate you like we're doing today. But more importantly, I'd love to give you the creator spotlight so you can celebrate somebody in your world and we can grow this awesome Mornings in the Lab community right here. Not over there, right here. Right mother here. 8 o'clock Eastern Time, YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. Jimmy, who's next for us to celebrate on today's Creator Spotlight? We've been sold the myth that aging means decline. But step inside the world's largest retirement community and you'll see something different. One man moved there at 45, not to retire, to witness how millions are rewriting the rules of work, wellness, and identity in a 100-year life. After decades in digital design and medals on the track, he's proving age isn't an ending. It's a new beginning. Mornings in the Lab is excited to celebrate Brian Kelly. Follow his journey to rethink what aging really means. So this is crazy because this is the name of my wife's ex-husband. Yeah, true story. But it's not him. But it's his name though, same name. Here's a guy who didn't just study aging from a distance. Nope, not at all. He moved right into the middle of it, living among the people most write off as done. Well, Brian Kelly is a guy who asked a hard question. What if the problem isn't aging, but how the system is designed? He's also the guy who laces up spikes and wins medals against the clock, proving that 45, he's a baby. Jimmy, he's a baby. Good time, the guy's a baby. He's 45 years old. Brian, you're a baby. Baby. Proving that 45 and beyond isn't the end, it's the warm-up. I fucking know it's the warm-up. I just started getting going at 46. Baby, I got 100 years ahead of me. So Brian Kelly, I'd love to have you on my show. Yep, back to my show again. It's my show. My name's on it. Not Jimmy or Melissa's. My name. Yep, true story. You know, and I know it can come across as douchebaggish, but I know if you guys have hung out with me long enough, you know that it's all laced in love. Nothing but love. Wrapped in lace. I do love lace, actually. Yeah, lace is pretty awesome. And when you wrap something beautiful in lace, you guys know. You know what I'm talking about. When you wrap something beautiful up in lace, ooh, baby. Just wrap it up in lace. Oh, sorry, Brian. Yeah. Want to invite you to the show. Brian Kelly, I got a spot for you on the show. And I got a spotlight for you, Brian. For what? To shine it on me. Yeah. And everybody in your community, Brian. No, true story. Hey, listen, we're shining the light on you, Brian, and I got the spotlight for you to shine it on somebody in your orbit for an upcoming community corner, for an upcoming Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends right here at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and I'd love to have you on the show. Guys, that's it for the Creator Spotlight, but while we were doing that, Sora was making Dancing Keith. You guys want to see? Let's check it out. So we got Dancing Keith. Here's Dancing Keith like a puppet. Woo, baby, look at that. That is awesome. Check it out, Good Time. Check it out, Petro. I'd like to see your guys dancing puppets too. Look at that, man. I am a fucking dancing puppet today. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. So you guys want to get on the Sora train? Tag old handsome chief. The dancing puppet. There you go. I'm posting it right now. It's posted. Boom, boom, boom. Go find me. Keith Billis on Sora. And hey, I got access codes I'm happy to hand out. So if you guys want a code, come get it from me. Let's build a community. Petro, you want a code? I'll send it to you. Make a dancing Petro. Dancing bullshit artist. John Petrocelli. All right, nation. What a great show here today. I appreciate all of you guys hanging out with us for the couple hours here today. We had a lot of fun. All my water's gone, yeah. So we're back here tomorrow. Yeah, the loop continues. 22 hours later. It's funny because it's actually not 24 hours because the show is 2 hours, actually 22 hours from now. Yeah. All right, so listen, on behalf of the entire gang that showed up today, just the tip of you all, right? Good Time, just the tip. Just the tip, and I'll promise I'll pull it out. Yeah. I'll see you guys back here, 8 o'clock. But you might even find me at 7:30, hanging out with Roofy, live, with the Kindness Rising guy. Super kind Matt. 7:30 Eastern time, 8 o'clock Eastern time, all the way till 10 o'clock Eastern time. Still working on adding that third hour. Working hard, guys. But until tomorrow, we are going to... Oh, I got something I got to do, or else I'm going to get shit. And I got it right here. Oh, Melissa's like, is there a squirrel in front of him right now? Maybe. Maybe just a little bit. Hey, Sardor Berek, good morning. Sardorbek Fayuzugmalagalav. What's going on, brother? Where are you joining me from here today, Sardorbek? Listen, we are... Oh, yeah, good, Petro. I got your text. I'll send you a code, Merle. I'll send you after the show. Let's make some dancing puppets. Okay, so guys, today we laughed at the chaos in the headlines. Morning Loop went long today. Rahima, when we're cutting it, we're probably going to be cutting it up for about 45 minutes today for the Loop. We laughed at the chaos in the headlines. We learned why your neck size. Imagine if it was like learned why your dick size might be the hidden key to your health. Imagine if that's what it was. Imagine if that was the headline. Men around the world would be like, whoo, baby, Uzbekistan. We got to go to Uzbekistan, Bernie. Bernard, our resident beekeeper in the lab here. You guys want honey? Go check out Bernard, the honey subscription. I love when Sardorbek shows up here. Good to have you on the show, brother. Listen, today we learned that the chaos in the headlines, we learned why your neck size might be the hidden key. We swapped hacks that can improve. No, we didn't do that. We're going to get to that maybe on Friday. We grounded ourselves in the simple pleasures that keep us sane, like making Sora dancing puppet videos. We dug into men's health with foods that are quietly wrecking your prostate. Yeah, true story. This is your daily accountability party, your reminder that you're not starting the day alone. And as Andrew Huberman said in his good time, said, you start your day with us with a good morning and we'll start it back. Because don't even think about hitting that snooze button tomorrow. Because we got an awesome lineup coming up. Why some men never have sex. Yes, we're having that conversation tomorrow. Why some men have no interest in life expectancy work. Now, I'm going to suspect anybody listening right now that doesn't pertain to you. We're going to talk about those that do. And the systems behind real before and after wins that make transformation stick. How to break through a plateau when progress stalls. The art of stopping yourself from sounding passive aggressive in your emails. And the single best purchase for growth that changes everything. If you haven't hit it yet, I invite you to like the channel, subscribe to it, and tell everybody you know about the greatest fucking morning show on the planet. Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern time. I'm out of here. Watch this. Boom.